Hi, Nicole.
Hi,
Thank you for being a part of this.
thanks for having me.
So, everyone, Nicole is volunteered her time and her system for mind and body to show you all how EMDR flash technique works wonders. So, Nicole is bringing in some stuff that's been on her heart or bugging her, and she's going to tell us a little bit about that. Nicole?
So I'm in a new relationship, and it is bringing up like jealousy from past relationships.
Yeah, tell us some more about what's bugging you around jealousy and past relationships.
Oh, just how it makes me feel, my body. Um, it's uncomfortable, and I don't like it.
And how is it uncomfortable? What is it that you're feeling in your body?
In the moment, I'm like elevated heart rate, like like quick breathing or shallow breathing or not breathing at all, just holding my breath, and my head is like going 1,000 miles an hour, and yeah, that's unpleasant.
And you're feeling it right now, even as we're
Yeah.
just talking about it. Yeah. So you and I met before this, and we talked about where this comes from. And it comes from a past marriage of yours. Can you share just a little bit about that?
Yeah, we I was like 16, and it was my first relationship, and I just didn't know how to hold boundaries or and she was really um, unfaithful and dishonest, and yeah.
And there's like one particular moment that stands out as really, really painful. You can describe it as much or as little as you want to. Um, the concert with,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Okay, so you want me to give you play by play?
as much as you're comfortable sharing.
Okay. Um, we were living together, and she um, got tickets to this concert, and she was going to take her girlfriend's girlfriend. And I was like, wait a second, that doesn't make sense for anyone. And I expected her to be home at a certain time, and that didn't happen. And so I just sat on the couch, like watching the hours pass by. And I think by like 4, 5 a.m., I went to bed and just fell asleep because I was so exhausted. But I was like the worst night of
Yeah. And what are you feeling in your body now?
all those things I said before. Like I'm definitely holding my breath. Um, like just like inside feels like a tornado, even though like outside just looks like this.
Yeah. And how many years ago was that?
12,
12
13.
years ago. Yeah. Quite some time. And this is how our body relives it. This is part of trauma. Okay. It feels frozen in time. Yeah.
But compared to my normal now, it's very unpleasant. Like I don't like it. I'm not
Yeah.
used to being in that state. And
Okay. So we're now going to kind of, we know that this is up in your system. Like the memory has been queued up. It's here,
Yeah.
right? And now we're going to kind of put that aside. And we're going to focus on something that brings you joy, brings you pleasure, brings you peace, any of those contentment, happiness, any of those states. We're going to focus on that. Here is the process. In a moment, I'm going to have you kind of narrate what you're watching and get into it.
I have friends on.
Okay, friends it is. Okay. So you'll just respond and react to what you're watching.
Okay.
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 And then what we're going to do while you're responding and reacting is you're going to either tap on yourself like this
Okay.
at about this pace or like this, or you can squeeze your hands back and forth like this. Which one feels more comfortable for you?
I like hand squeezing.
Hand squeezing. Okay. So this is your pace. So let's just get that in your body. So practice with me. Okay. I'm going to do it with you for the first little bit, just so you remember. Okay. And while you're doing this and while you're watching and reacting, sometimes I'm going to say the word flash, and you're going to rapidly blink your eyes 3 to 5 times like this. If you can do it all at once, great. If not, fine. So let's practice it together. Here we go. Ready? Flash. Good. Good. And we're just going to keep doing that. Okay. And then sometimes I'm going to say pause, and we're going to pause doing that.
Okay.
And we're going to check back on that memory.
Okay.
Okay. And then we're just going to repeat that over and over until we start to see it change.
With the same memory.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Ready?
I'm
All right. So for a moment, call up the memory of that night at the concert. Okay. And then we're going to put it over here again. And now turn on your video watching Friends.
You want me to do it?
Uh-huh. And start your squeezes. Just talk to me about what you're watching.
Oh, it's the like they're dancing in the fountain. It's the beginning of the show.
Ah, okay. What does this call up for you? Because this is like nostalgic, huh?
Yes, but it's also like you want that. You want friends like that.
Flash. Good. Are we at the episode yet? And what's this episode?
Joey has that new roommate, but he makes her his girlfriend. She's a model.
Flash. And who's your favorite character?
Probably Joey or Phoebe.
Flash.
That's how you're laughing.
Flash. What is it about Joey?
He's just like stupid funny. I think
Flash.
he's stupid funny.
And Phoebe?
Stupid funny.
Flash. Okay, tell me about what's happening.
It's when Rachel buys an apothecary table from Pottery Barn, and then Phoebe's like, "I love this table." She's like, "Got it from the thing."
Flash.
I did it. You just good.
Flash. Okay, pause. All right, so now go back to the memory we started with, the concert. And without too much detail, what's different about it now?
So about before we started that EMDR, when you said bring up that memory, I smiled because I realized how much I had come down like already, and then you said bring it up, and how quickly I it goes back up, and now I could like feel it, but it's not as intense.
And back to friends and your squeezes. And keep telling me what's going on. And pause here. Go back to the memory. What's different? Nothing. Okay, so on a scale of 0 to 10, okay, 10 is the worst distress you could have. You're crawling out of your skin, and 0 is none or neutral. When you think about this memory, the concert memory now,
Right now,
when you think about it now, what is your distress level now? 0 to 10.
one.
1. What makes up the 1?
Like I could feel something, but I can't even pinpoint what it is. And
Is
it
it
feels
something in your
right,
body? Uh-huh.
right, like it, right deep in, but
Yeah.
almost like it's not my body, like maybe like my soul or something.
Ah, okay, just notice that. Okay, and we're going to put that over here and back to friends.
Moving
Flash.
down the table.
Pause here. Go back to that memory. What's different?
I felt like a little squeeze in my gut.
What's going on in here where it was?
It was in my stomach.
It just shifted to your stomach. Come back to friends. Flash. And pause here. Okay, go back to the memory. And what's different?
I don't feel anything.
Okay, so what's your level of distress or disturbance now, 0 to 10, when you think of this memory?
Yeah.
Okay, and again, scan through your body. Anything come up when you think of this memory now?
It's almost like I'm reaching for something because something should be there, and I'm not finding anything.
Is it okay that you're okay now with this memory? That it's not okay that it happened, but that you can be okay now.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want you to notice that, and you're going to just follow me with your squeezes back and forth faster. You can either close your eyes or look at something blank. Just notice that it's okay to be okay now. Good. Pause and take a deep breath into your stomach. And what do you notice?
I could think like a nap.
You feel relaxed? Yeah. Okay. What would you say is a learning that you've taken from this, not being distressed by it anymore, about yourself, about others, or about the world?
Yeah, what a deep question. Uh, I mean, that our bodies are incredible. The way they hold on to things is wild. But I knew that.
So, what is it more about you? What did you learn about yourself as it relates to humans in general? Sounds like you're saying you're resilient.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, I do feel like that. Like you can go through hard stuff and come out the other side.
Okay. That's making you tear up a little bit. Tell us about that.
I think I'm just so proud of all the work I've done on myself. It's not easy. It's not easy, and not a lot of people do it. Um, and I just feel really proud right now. I'm proud that I even let you do this.
I'm so grateful that you let me do this.
I'm grateful for you.
I'm grateful for you. So now, what I want you to do is I want you to think about the moments in the here and now, the things that would trigger this for you. Pick
Uh-huh.
a
Yeah.
thing you know could happen in the future that might trigger jealousy for you.
Yeah.
Okay, you got it? And I want you to run through that like a movie in your head. Okay. You're going to do the fast squeezes like we were just doing. You can
As
close,
I'm running through the movie.
yes.
Okay.
And close your eyes or look at something blank, whatever's more comfortable. Okay. And then you're going to pause yourself when you're done. So instead of me pausing you, you're going to pause yourself. Okay. But you're going to run through the movie with this new, more helpful belief about yourself, how resilient you are, how far you've come, and how proud you are of yourself. Okay. Ready? Here we go. How'd it go?
It's pretty wild.
What was so wild about it?
I expect it to be like normal, and
Which,
it's not
which
like upset and fast heart rate, like stop breathing, mind spinning. But no, it was just like I was just in that moment. It is just a moment.
how are you going to get through it? But you envisioned yourself getting through that. So what did it mean to be in the moment versus
In
being,
that moment, I just didn't have the same feeling. So
yeah.
in the first time, I didn't have a reaction. My reaction was inside. He couldn't see my reaction, right? So
Mhm.
my reaction was the same,
Mhm.
but it felt different. It wasn't the same in me.
Mhm. Yeah. And so what's the end result? Like you can be okay no matter what is happening here, out here in front of you. Yeah. Okay. How was that?
Pretty cool. I didn't really expect it to work that fast.
Yeah, it's quite amazing how fast it can show results.
Yeah. Now I
Uh,
want to do everything.
Yeah. And what I love about flash technique, because EMDR has like standard protocols, right? And it really typically will have you thinking and being in contact with the traumatic or horrible stuff that happened for like a whole session. That can be an hour to 90 minutes. And it's really quite distressing and like really awful for some people to be able to do that. For some people, it works, for others, it doesn't. And so with flash technique, you don't have to be in the trauma's face for a long time to get the same, if not better, results because you weren't in it again, you know? And so that's why I really love this and love to show that like this works in this way and that you got to have this experience, right? So EMDR also really creates sustainable results. Like this will stay with you. We don't have to like do another session on this, right? This will stay with you. Sometimes there are like residual things that will come up. But you and I have talked about you having some other history around this too, not just this event, right? And so sometimes the residual stuff can be other history. But what happens is when we work on one event for you, it has ripple effects to the other ones too, which is why it helps to create sustainable change. Okay. So what I'd love to do with you is let's take a week or so away from this and you to just experience yourself in your life with events that could cause jealousy. And let's come back and just check on where you're at. Okay, cool.